Hello guys and welcome back to another track analysis episode. Today we're here for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the Jeddah, Corniche International Circuit, I think it's called. For the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, of course, going on this weekend. By the time of uploading this will be on Friday, so the race will be tomorrow. Now, um, as it was at Spa or Bahrain, the lap time can already be gained before the actual lap starts. So, for the start of this lap, we want to be on 56 brake bias and 55 differential. We're going to go nice and wide. We're going to be in third gear, roll the car in, and then going to try and go on throttle as early as we can, of course, without losing the car. And then, yeah, basically just carrying the highest possible speed across the line. Now, if you don't know how this format works, I first give an in-depth track guide and then have the fast lap at the end of the session. I'll put it at the top of the screen as well. But anyways, heading down into turn 1, then we're going to be, of course, in 8th gear. We're going to brake at the 100-meter board. You can see on the top right. Brake just before. I brake like maybe 5 meters before. We're going to go, I go down into 4th gear. I'm going to brake in a straight line. And then you want to cut all of this curb. I go to 3rd gear just before hitting the curb. And then you want to cut all of this without cutting too much and invalidating. So you want to cut all of that and then turn to, you want to get to the curb like this, 3rd gear still, but not fully cut it. And then you want to go on throttle as early as you dare, run it all the way up to the line and use the track on exit. As you go up the gears, we're going to be in 7th gear. I go 52 brake bias, 50 diff as we're going to approach turn 4. Now this is very tricky, a lot of commitment needed. I brake at the 50-meter board, down into 5th gear. Going to brake in a straight line and then we're going to turn the car in, use the curb, get as close to the wall as you dare and try and keep the minimum speed higher. You can use a bit of this curb, but you don't want to use too much as else you will bottom out. As you then go up the gears, we're going to go up to 6th gear. You want to run it as tight to the walls as you can. Use the curbs as well as they're basically just paint. As you then head into this right-hander, again use a bit of curb. You can use a bit here for entry, but if you go too far you will bottom out and go straight, which is definitely not what you want to do here at Jeddah. So we're going to go, this is all flat out, and then into here, little brake on the left. You want to get as close to this wall as you can to open up the next corner. Use this curb for rotation and use a bit of the exit curb as well, and just keep the minimum speed up. Every corner is flat as of turn 4 until that last one, and that is sector 1 already done for you. Now we're going to go 55, 53 on the diff and brake bias. Going to be in 8th gear, and I basically brake and 50-meter board down into 5th, and then once I approach the apex and the curb I go down to 4th gear. Keep a tight line, and then once you're just past the apex you're going to open up the steering and run it all the way up to the wall, and keep the minimum speed up in these corners is absolutely crucial. You can use this curb, and until the next corner you want to go to 50 diff to get more rotation on the next corner. As you're going to be in 7th gear, then I like to approach this corner quite in a wide way, so I like to open up the corner a lot. Many people, they take a very tight line and then they turn basically here, so they have to turn here and then go for this apex, but I like to open it up a lot more, so I keep turning right here and then turn left so I can brake in a straight line, see the apex a lot earlier, and then I think it just makes me more consistent, to be fair. So that is what I do. So we're going to be in 7th gear here. I'm going to brake just at the 50-meter board, 5th gear. I'm going to throw the car in, get as close to the wall as you can, and then here again you want to use a bit of the curb but not all of it, as otherwise you will bottom out, and then you want to run it all the way up to the line. Bring the car back to the left to get the shortest run through these S's. I'm going to change the brake bias to 51 for this fast right-hander, and you can see you want to just take the shortest run to the next corner here. You try and swing out a bit to then brake straight and get a nice run through here. So what we're going to do is 6th gear, you're going to absolutely throw the car and use a bit of that curb again, and then here you want to keep the car tight, close to the wall, and then run it all the way to the wall on the left and open DRS or the penultimate time of this lap. So this brake in a straight line, absolutely send it through. You can use a bit of this curb, 6th gear, keep it close to the wall on the right, and then use all of the wall, or all of the track on the left as well. And then you want to change your brake bias to 56 and the diff to 55 for this last corner, as it's another heavy braking zone. We're going to keep it very tight to the inside, um, up until this black box basically, and then I start to drift a bit wide to get on the racing line. I brake just after the 100-meter board. I go down into 4th gear, turn in, get as close to the wall as you dare, and once you're in, once you're at the apex, go to 3rd, and then on the exit you can actually go a lot wider than you think. Um, and just get the power down as early as you can, keep up the minimum speed, go up the gears, enable DRS, take the tightest line you can up to the line, cross the line without hitting the wall ideally, and that is your lap of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So that was the in-depth track analysis, and now I'll leave you with my full lap, which I think was a 125.536 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was it with this video from my side. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions about cam settings or anything else, check out the description, and if they're not answered there, feel free to message me on Twitter or Discord, which is also in the description, or just in the comment section below. But for me, that is it from now. Take care and bye bye.
But before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Norris,